We thank the Most High, the maker of heaven and earth, for this very golden opportunity he has given us to manifest his glad tidings to mankind, to retrieve the lost, to bring back the lost to their maker. So we are going to start by thanking the Most High, getting empowerment from him, and we are going to do so in raw Hebrew, the official language in heaven, the only pure language promised to be given to mankind, the language of Hagan Ided, language of Adamatu. Because we the Hebrews, the Hebrews are Hebrew, we are Hebrews. So we are going to talk to our Heavenly Father in raw Hebrew. Baruch ata ya melech olam asher kadoshni nu b'mitzvoto u'yizvanu l'ishtatef b'zizit. Toda raba baruch ata baruch shekal olamim melech olam atika kadashanu. Ya barash medet kareza am atika kadashotik yaminu. Ze hakiher asher nikras mikal olamim wahed. Lametil lamera meka shuvu levnu likala vaika. Dan kabot keka. Kize ha yom shvi shabbat yom kadosh yom nafish yom birito la. Dan kabot sefelenu. Gata hazur hayoshanu. Ata yimilok olamim wahed. Ata Haros Habimishla Bashmai work. Rosefelenu Ata. Tankabot Kizikeya, work the para. Let me pen with Kaya, Yati Design. Tankabot, Rosefelenu. Bashinka, Ya Sikinu Waziliakino. Hallelujah, Ya Hoshano. Ken, Chef, get seated. Get seated. Get seated. Then, you are highly welcome from wherever you are listening from. Your continental placement does not matter. Your ecological placement does not matter. Your state of origin does not matter. What matters is your ability to understand, to comprehend, to listen carefully, to understand. We are given the opportunity to know the truth. It's by his grace. It is by the grace of the Most High, the one that strengthens us. Apart from him, we can do nothing. But with him, all things are possible. All things are possible. So, we are going to manifest another form of truth. Another version of the truth. We have showcased a lot of things. The whole world are benefiting. Because we are under oath to manifest every truth, including the buried one to the deepest depths. We are under oath to break the cenotaph, the epitaph, and exhume the truth and make them manifest for mankind to live, for mankind to prevail, for mankind to succeed, for the children of the Most High to enjoy this land. The Creator is in heaven, has given us earth as our own residence. We have to make this earth a better place. The evil people think they can make this earth uncomfortable, but we, the remnant of the Most High, are to make this earth a better place, because we are given to reside here. We can't follow evil men to make it inhabitable. For the Creator that gave us this place know that we can inhabit this place and coexist with other people, and also do his will here on earth as being done in heaven. So we have given you lecture concerning the origin of black man and white man. We made everything clear, and I gave answer to many professors that do not know this truth, because they were not professors of truth. Many of them were professors of biology, professors of chemistry, professors of antiquity, professors of psychology, professors of jumpology, physical education, professors of economics, professors of many others, other aspects of life and endeavor, but not professors of truth, which we are. Not professors of word of the Creator. which we are. Not professors of the mystery about the Creator, which we are. So that's the difference. And we under oath to discharge the duty while it is there, because when night comes, no man shall serve. We must finish this job while it is there, because when night comes, no man shall serve. So today's topic, in continuity, is Noah's children. I told you the word in Noah is English. It is Noah. Noah, N-E-U-A-C-K. Noah, which is rest. Rest. Noah means rest. But they call it Noah in English. It's Noah. Either N-E-U-A-C-K, N-E-O-A-C-K. Noah, rest. So after the universal deluge, the question, the topic says, Noah's children, settlements, that is locations after the universal deluge, which is flood. When I call deluge, I mean flood, the universal flood. Some call it flood, some call it flood, F-L-O-O-D. You know about the universal deluge of time of Noah. So we are going to deliberate the settlement of the children of Noah. In the Bible, they confuse everything. In other history, Europeans, the slave masters, the predators that predate over other people, they will give predators account and not the account of the prey. So we are now going to put everything straight. The account I gave you about white man and black man, they never told you. Sometimes they will begin to misplace priorities. Sometimes they begin to scatter, bacanize so many accounts to favor them. Because the story of the hunter and the hunt will not be the same until the hunted gives his own account. So there is no way those people that claim to be white men when they are not white. If you say you are white, go and buy white clothes, then place it in your skin, you see your skin color. It's not white. Neither is anybody born black. Even if the pigment of our hair is black, that does not make our skin black. I have cleared all those areas to put things straight, so that if skin color is what is the go by, you just pocket your ego. You just lock up your ego, because it is for you and not for us who experience and who want the world to be a better place. The gift of the Creator is not based on racial color. So we are going to give you the account of how people were settled after the universal deluge in the days of Noah, or our ancestor Noah. Okay. Before we go further, like I used to say, we have many books beyond the Christian Bible. The word of the Creator cannot be limited to Christian Bible 66 books of 39 Old Testament and 27, many of which are concoctions of human ideology. So we have books that people have been using, that our ancestors have been making use of before the coming of the Christian Bible. The beginning of the Christian Bible started in Genesis. Who wrote the book of Genesis? It was Moshe, which they call Moses. Moshe was the person that started writing the Christian Bible of today, part of which were Hebrew scriptures. But in actual fact, there had been books that were holy books of covenant of the Most High that were in existence, which those people before Moshe had been making use of. Those our ancestors from Adam had been making use of. So some of the books are intact. Moshe just summarized many of those books into the book of Genesis. Most of those numerous books, ancient books of our patriarchs, the holy book of covenants, Moshe just summarized them into the book of Genesis. That's why you see Adam begat Seth, Seth begat Enosh, Enosh begat Cana, Cana begat Malia, Malia begat Yared, Yared begat Enoch, Enoch begat Methuselah, Methuselah begat Lamech, Lamech begat Noah and Ner. Ner, the younger brother of Noah, who was the father of Melchizedek, that ended his work before in the universal deluge. He was put into the garden and Noah put into the ark. So after the universal deluge, Noah started the priesthood, whereas Melchizedek was the high priest. So although they mistakenly in Christian Bible, they mistook Shem to be Melchizedek. But the book of Yashir, which is one of the ancient books, made it clear that the subject matter of discussion of the book of Genesis chapter 14 was Adonai-Zedek, which was Shem, and not Melchizedek. Melchizedek finished his work during the time of universal deluge, and did not cross over. But Noah, his 3 sons, his wife, and the wives of his 3 sons, they made up the very set of human beings existing today after the universal deluge. The name of the 3 sons of Noah were Shemyah, Hamyah, and Yafet. The 3 sons. The whole earth now are populated through these very 3 sons of Noah. And the wife of Noah, Naamah, was a black woman, based on what we call white and black now, which I have already explained. Those that have not listened to it should go to our YouTube to know what is meant by black and white man. Noah was the first white man on earth. White man, I mean, was not purely white, but albino. When I say white, I mean albino. When I say black, I mean those people that are dark brown. The dark brown ones called black, who melanin occurred much in their, that is melanin occurred much in their hair. They are called blackheads. Queen Solomon was one of the people that said he's black and handsome in Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. Solomon admitted that he was a black. He was not albino like his grandfather Noah. So I have made that manifest for those that are ready to learn. But it's unfortunate many people are lazy. They are not ready to learn. They limited their bread in Christian Bible and became stupefied. When you are talking beyond that primitivity, they will begin to argue blindly, especially many Americans, primitive and lazy Americans who are not ready to read. They only limited their brain to the Christian Bible, which makes them to be poor in reasoning. And many of them cannot withstand reasonable argument. They cannot reason sagaciously. So I thank the Most High that the whole world is listening. Where you have come short of what you're supposed to be, you advance. Our duty is to teach you. If you think you are anybody in this truth, you are nobody. So far as we are concerned. That's why you must listen to us. Any way you don't understand, you ask question. And that question must not be question laden with ego for you to make blind argument. We have gone beyond that level. We are already in digital, whereas we are still in analog. There is no comparison or relativity between analog and the digital. They are 2 different things altogether. So listen very well. According to the book of Bereshit, I would like, wherever I mention, let it be read out, because this is a global lecture for all mankind. All mankind. Some of the white men have called me and told me to be courageous, that the whole world listening, that they are listening. I should not be discouraged. Even those people that praise us, and those people that do not talk, that they are learning. They themselves are saying, but I don't care who learn or who doesn't learn. But I pray that all should learn. Because why I say I don't care is that I'm not ready to entertain foolishness of a foolish person. When I teach, you listen. As the man has said that the whole world listen, including himself in UK. So I glorify the Most High for the degree of knowledge endowed into us, not even bothering about racial colors. Now, we are going to know, after the universal deluge, where did the Noah landed and the ark of Noah, after the world had been drowned with water. all the wicked ones, all the Christians of that time that said Jesus had come, there is no more law. They were drowned. And fish ate them all, including the giants. Where did the ark of Noah land? Go to the book of Bereshit without wasting time. Genesis chapter 8 verse 4. Let us know the very country the ark of Noah landed with the humans on board, the 8 persons. I told you the only people that prevailed in that very age because of the wickedness. The same wickedness that are bound today. That Christians are telling us that Jesus has come, there is no more law. When there is no such thing in the Tanakh, Navi'im, either Tanakh Torah or Tanakh Navi'im or Tanakh Beri Kadasha, which is Katovim. So let somebody read the book of Bereshit, Genesis. When I say Bereshit, if you have Tanakh, if you have Christian Bible, go to Genesis. That is Genesis chapter 8 verse 4. Where did the ark of Noah land? Where the ark landed is where we want to start. For us to know the locations of the children of Noah. From Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Just go ahead. The whole world is listening. Hallelujah.
Genesis chapter 8.
Genesis chapter 8 verse 4. Bereshit. From the Hebrew, Rishon. Rishon. First, beginning. Yes.
And
the ark of Noah. Yes.
And the ark rested in the 7th month.
And the ark rested in the 7th month.
On the 17th day of the month.
On the 17th day of the second month.
Upon the mountain of Ararat.
Okay, on the 7th month, isn't it? On the 17th day. Yes. Upon the mountain of Ararat. Mountains. Is it?
Mountains of Ararat.
Yes, which means in Ararat there were many mountains. It's a mountainous area. It's a mountainous community. Ararat was a mountainous community, or county, or state, depending on the size of land that was called Ararat. Then the question now is, where can we find Ararat? That's the question. Because when Ararat is mentioned, some people that are living far America, living far Argentina, living far Japan, living far Norway, Iceland. Some of them may be wondering, where must Ararat be? Does Ararat still exist? Yes, listen very well. We are well tutored. We are learned to appreciable extent by the grace of the Most High. So, Mountain Ararat is in what we call Asia Minor. If you have read the ancient history of the world, when we were reading histories, before the war, the Afro-Nigerian war, and after the war, before they closed history, because of Nigerians' iniquity and wickedness of those people that want to rule by force, especially the fake Muslims that want to rule Nigeria. So, through the Fulanis. Then they banned so many things. But Mount Ararat is in Asia Minor. If you have been reading ancient history, you will know where Asia Minor is. Asia Minor is in the present day Turkey. The Turks. The Turks, from the Turks you get the Turkey. When I mention the Turks, the Turkey. It is, Mount Ararat is in the western part of Turkey. Western part. So the extreme west of Turkey. But by the grace of the Most High, when I was international business, I was able to tour those sites. After that area, Ararat, you see countries like the downwards is Greece, the upper one, Bulgaria, Yugoslavia, and so many other countries towards the west. By the grace of the Most High, I was opportune to have traveled all those areas. So that is where you can, the Mount Ararat was. That means Mount Ararat is in Turkey. And Turkey itself has boundary with ancient Assyria, Empire of Assyria, founded by Nimrod. Then you have Syria. You you have Syria. They also have boundary with Syria. They have boundary with Cyprus. They have boundary with Turkey, with the Greece. Okay. So you see where the thing landed. The question is, did Noah forgot the land he was before he was living before the universal deluge? The answer is no. Turkey is not far from where Noah had been living. Turkey is not far from the Garden of Eden, where Adama and other people had been living. Adama and Kaiwa, the wife, were living in western part of Eden. Then Cain was living in eastern part of Eden, called North. We are going to break all those things down to the lowest indices. We'll explain it well, because all these new countries cannot make you to understand where all these ancient nations were situated. Like if I had called Asia Minor without explaining it. The Asia Minor is not only Turkey, but the Armenia. Armenia is extended to part of Russia. It's extended to Turkistan. No, you know that those nations. Turkey. Let me check how I pronounce it very well. The one I call, because some people are not learning enough. Turkestan. All these were part of the Asia Minor. Even towards Russia, upper side, towards Russia. All those areas. When the Asia Minor was expanding, it's expanded up to this Turkestan. Some of them towards those Russia side. Okay. So when you are moving towards eastern part of Turkey, the eastern part of Turkey, that is where you get the former Assyria. That is where you get Syria. Then if you are moving towards east, then you get Pakistan. Then you get Iraq, which was ancient Babylon. Then in the eastern, if you are moving eastern again, you get Iran, which was Persia. So where Noah was living, was not far from Iraq or Babylon. It was inside what was called Babylon, or present-day Iraq. And when you are moving towards west, and not far east, west of the same Iraq, then you get Kuwait. It was that within vicinity, that southern Iraq, was where the Garden of Eden was situated. The Garden of Eden, because there are two rivers that show you the exact situation, the exact location of Garden of Eden. River Euphrates and River Tigris. They were properly defined in the book of Genesis. Is it Genesis 2? Then let somebody check. Is it Genesis 2:10? Or do what? Where it describes about the rivers that made up Eden. River Pihon, River Gehon, or River Tigris and Euphrates and Gehon. So that I will digest it. Nobody will get time. Everybody is looking for money to get rich, to be seen quicker. Nobody has time to tell you how things went. And the histories have been rewritten. Priority misplaced, countries misplaced, confusion created here and there. People no longer know who is who. That is why the Creator sent us to correct things, for the message of the kingdom must go around before the harvesting of the earth as a product. So talks about the river. Is it 2 what?
Yes, it's 210.
210. Read it out. Let me show you a little correction before we go back to where we were talking about Iran, and let me show you the location of the garden. Yes?
Genesis 2:10.
2:10, Genesis, very sheet. Or Genesis, yes?
And a river went out of Eden
A river went out of Eden, Garden of Eden,
to water the garden.
to water the garden.
And
From there,
it was parted and became into 4
that
parts.
river went to water the Garden of Eden, left that place and parted into 4 places.
The name of the first is Bison.
The name of the first was Bison.
That is,
Bison.
that is, which compassed the whole land of Havilah.
It compassed the whole land of Havilah. Yes.
Where there is gold.
Where there is gold.
And the gold of that land is good.
The gold of that land is good.
There is Deliuge and the onyx there.
Yes. The gold of that land is very good. Yes.
Verse 13.
Yes.
And the name of the second river is
The
Gihon.
name of second river is Gihon. Yes.
The same is it that compassed the whole land of Ethiopia.
Okay. It compassed the whole land of Cush. It was Cush before it was translated to Ethiopia. Then, don't be confused. I'm going to tell you where Cush was. Where Cush was. And the landforms and the certain things we are going to see will be my witness that what I'm saying is reality. Some histories will confuse you. So let us use the name Cush before Ethiopia. We know that Cush is Ethiopia, but it was Cush. Because when you read Genesis, I'm going to mention the Genesis where you read, and we read them out before I go to digest them one by one. Okay, we are read Genesis chapter 8 verse 4. We read Genesis 2:10. Okay, you haven't finished the rivers. Finish them. He says 4. Finish it. He said parted into 4 rivers. Yes. The second went to Cush. Yes.
And the name of the third
third
is Hidakel.
Again.
Hidakel.
Okay, it's all this translation. When we read in the past, we heard of Tigris and the Euphrates. Now they have started changing the name of the rivers to confuse people. Yes.
That is, which go towards the east of Assyria.
In the east of Assyria. I think you see I have told you where Assyria is.
And the first
Assyria was part of Babylon, part of Syria, and a part of Turkey. In the northern Iraq, present Iraq. That is where it is said in the east. In the east, which means towards Caspian Sea. Caspian Sea. Towards Turkestan. Towards Turkestan. That is where the river was heading and joined the Caspian Sea. It joined Caspian Sea there. Because any river has to join sea. Sea has to join ocean. Like you have the Red Sea. That Red Sea, which is Arabian Sea, in the southern part of southwest of Babylon or Mesopotamia. So it joined the Indian Ocean. The Arabian Sea joined Indian Ocean. That moves towards India and Pakistan, Afghanistan, and the rest of them. Yes.
And the fourth one.
The fourth one
is Euphrates.
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 Yes. Is it finished?
Yes, it's finished.
Okay, Euphrates. Don't worry, we are going to explain it very well. It may be another Bible, we'll use another Bible that will call them Euphrates and Tigris. Then you will know the location of Euphrates and the Tigris. Then from there, you know where the other river is supposed to pass through. We will explain everything to you so that you no longer be confused. The Oyibo people, the Europeans, they wrote things to suit their economy, to suit their history, to suit their own personal interest. They don't write things to make it possible for global understanding or for it to be understandable by people in this side. That's why I said the story of the hunt must differ from the hunter. Differ from the hunter until the hunt narrates its own version. You see? Where the prey gave a predator tough time, where the predator pursued the prey tumbled, the predator tumbled. The story is not said unless the prey gives account on how he dribbled the hunter or how he dribbled the predator. That's what I mean. So, before I go further for this explanation, remember I have told you we have ancient books. This is Tanakh. This Tanakh is raw Hebrew. You can see it's raw Hebrew. Tanakh. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
You can see it's raw Hebrew. This Tanakh is also raw Hebrew. So we are not laymen like some of you. This is raw Hebrew. From here we translated so many things. That is where we were able to translate these errors of the Christian Bible, over 70% translation errors in the Christian Bibles. This is why we were able to translate, we were able to get this lunation season. This book was written 26 years ago. That the calendar of the moon's period is the only calendar the Creator gave man to count his days. This is book of Jasher or Yashir, 91 chapters, where Genesis was copied. One of the books where Genesis was copied from. Okay, I forgot others. Okay. This one is some of the forgotten books. They call the books lost books and forgotten. No book was lost. They are intact. Book of Enoch are here. Enoch wrote 366 books and handed over to Methuselah. Books of Jasher or Yashir, you see, it's in your Christian Bible. It is in your Christian Bible, Joshua 10:13, and the 2 Samuel 1:18. It refers to the very book. This is book of Adam and Kaiwa is here. First book of Adam is 79 chapters. The second book is 20-something chapters, almost 100 and something chapters, or 100. So these were ancient books, which Moshe, Abraham, and so many other people, Noah, the books they were making use of. The ancient books they were making use of, including the 12 patriarchs from Reuben to Benjamin. We have so many of the books. And many books of the book of Enoch. So when we are discussing, don't think we have a limited brain like your brain is limited to Christian Bible. This is Christian Bible, King James. Holy Bible, King James. King James the Bible of England. Yeah, King James. You may think we don't have Bible here. NIV of America, New International Version of America. We have all this. Well, what we left into reality. So, the reason is that we will quote Christian Bible and quote all these books that have been existing before Christian Bible. You know that this Christian Bible was concocted in 2nd century by the Romans. Some of the scrolls they saw from Israel territory, and the one they didn't see, they didn't canonize them into the Bible. The scrolls they saw, they Babylonized them in 2nd century. The one they did not see, they did not Babylonize them or canonize them into the Bible. So those ones they didn't see, they said they were lost books. No book was lost. They were intact with our ancestors who were pursued from Israel from AD 70 and were declared lion feet. For any Israel sin or Hebrew sin with Hebrew scriptures or calendar was tagged a lion feet, and they were used in feeding lions. So what the Romans concocted, even on that point, no Israel will follow any Romans to go and make a Bible from Deliuge. They made a Bible. So we have many books in our library, which some of them call forgotten books. Who forgot what? Did you go to the Hebrew library? They told you that the book of Enoch was not there, or Yasher, or so many other books. Did they tell you it was lost? So the reason I'm mentioning all this is that we are going to quote from the ancient books and also quote from the Christian Bible so that you will not be perplexed, especially those people whose brain are limited to 66 books of Christian Bible, as if the word of the Creator is limited to 66 books, which you call your Biblical Bible, and the word Bible does not occur inside the Bible. Biblical, from Biblical time, books they used to reckon the dead in Egypt, Greece, and Egypt. So you are now tagging the word of the Creator, Biblical, whereas the words of the Creator in the scroll was called the Holy Book of Covenant, covenant between man and his Creator, and not a Bible. Bible was used in recording the dead. Papers used in recording the dead. The chronological account or genealogies of the mummies, the dead body of Egypt and Greece. That book was called the Bible. So don't deceive yourself. Okay. So when you read the book of Genesis chapter 10, 21 to 32, book of Yasher chapter 7 verse 15 to 22, you will get account of Shem and his descendants. Because the three sons of Shem and Noah were Shemyah, Kamyah, and Japheth. So where were they living? Where were the allotment of land? That is where I'm trying to bring you to, for you to know their locations, their located areas, how they lived, how the world developed into the present day stage from one of the three lineages. So I'm trying to pieces everything. I want to window every matter for proper ventilation and comprehension. Okay. And we cannot do so without making references to authorities, where some ancient names were, so that I will interpret these ancient names into the present day name they gave them. Like when you come to Nigeria now and mention Bendel State, the modern people will not know where Bendel State was. It is the present day Edo, part of Edo, no longer part of Edo, because the former Bendel comprised Delta and Edo states. But now it was split, the other side become Bendel, the other one side become Delta. Delta is mostly, majority are Igbos, and others are Urobos, and part of them the Jaws. So, but all of them were in former eastern region that was known as Igbo. If you like, you believe it. If you don't, there were three regions in Nigeria before Lugard. Lugadized Nigeria into Dark Age. There were three regions in Nigeria: the Igbos, the Hausas, and the Oduduwas, which the Yorubas had heard. Before Britain came and balkanized everything, imposed criminals on Nigeria. One set of people that were foreigners and admitted started killing others in order to have dominion. They are working for Britain so that Britain themselves will be enriching themselves through bloodshed in Nigeria. When people are killed in Nigeria, they take the life. That's why sometimes I say these people are non-human. They have turned into animals. How can you be shedding blood? You are taking your joy. That is having joy in bloodshed in Nigeria. You are telling me you are still a human. But these are wild beasts. And they have initiated America into that very process. So let Trump liberate America from such animalistic and beast behavior. So we are going, if we are not able to read everything, but I've given you Genesis chapter 10, 21 to 32. That is where you see the account of the 3 sons of Noah and their allocated lands, or where they were living. But we still go further to read. Then when you go to the book of Jeshua, it is Jeshua chapter 7 from 15 to 22. That is where you see the 3 sons of Noah, where they were allocated lands and where they resided. Okay. Okay. I said, sorry, Genesis chapter 10, 1 to 32. Jeshua 7, 1 to 45. That is where you get them. Then for children of Shem, you are going to get them in Genesis 10, 21 to 32. Jeshua, book of Jeshua, chapter 7, verse 15 to 22. Then the children of Ham, Genesis chapter 10, 6 to 20. Book of Jeshua, 7, 10 to 14. Then children of Japheth, which is Japheth, Genesis chapter 10, 2 to 5. Book of Jeshua, which is Jeshua, 7, 1 to 9. This is where you will get the 3 sons of Noah, where they have land allocation, or where they lived. Before some of them left their areas and shifted to other areas. Some of them defeated their neighbors and occupied their land. There was a kind of inter-exchange of land, interlocations. So I didn't want to make it too extensive. I could have added the book of Joseph's Antiquities of the Hebrews. It also has the same account, but I can't go further to include Joseph's Antiquities of the Hebrews. But let's use Jeshua and the Christian Bible, or the Tanakh Torah. Okay. Having copied all those things, so that after my teaching you go back to read them one by one. But notwithstanding, we are going to read them one by one to a certain extent. I have told you that Noah knew where he was living before the universal deluge. So when Noah was released from the ark, so he came down in Ararat. Noah cannot start living that place he doesn't know. He still has to move down to the areas he had been living many years and his children were living. I repeat, Noah left that Mount Ararat, came down in Turkey, Istanbul. When he came down, he still journeyed with his children towards that location where they were living. I told you it was towards east. They passed through the same Turkey, came down to Assyria, extend to that place, Syria. Then Assyria, that area was the ancient empire of Assyria. Then when you are moving towards the south of the same east, then that is Turkey, and that is ancient Babylon or Mesopotamia. Then when you are moving toward the middle, that is Iraq. In the southern part of Iraq is Kuwait. Then in Kuwait, when you have a confluence where the rivers of that Garden of Eden that supplied Eden, then where river Persian Gulf started and joined the Indian Sea. That is where the Garden of Eden situates. That is where Garden of Eden situated, at the head of the Persian Gulf. That is where the garden is, and that is where you see the river Tigris went, river Euphrates went to the other side, to the west, or towards west of this very Middle East. Then Tigris went towards Caspian Sea, Turkestan, passing through part of Iran. So between Iran and Iraq, moving to join Caspian Sea near Pakistan, while this side is ancient Babylon, between Babylon and Assyria that join Turkey. So if there was a big map, but when you are reading the map, you'll be understanding what I'm saying. When you bring world map, or you bring the map of Middle East entirely, or you bring the map of ancient Assyria, or you bring the map of ancient Babylon, or you bring the map of ancient Mesopotamia, you will be understanding all this I'm saying, because they are very clear and transparent, and all these areas I mentioned are there. So we are going to read concerning the children of Shem. Remember, before I go to read, remember that all of them were moving down. They were moving down because they were of the same family. Then when they settle a place, then they will begin to migrate. They will begin to migrate. They did not settle that very place the ark landed in. They were one family. They all went towards the east. When they were coming toward the east, they started coming down southwest, which is Iraq. Then Iraq, at the lower part of Iraq, is Kuwait. The present, I'm trying to make it understandable for you now. Because when we mention Babylon, Babylon is Iraq. It's also part of Kuwait. And part of all this Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Arab Emirates, United Arab Emirates, Yemen, Niger, and rest of them. But you may not understand it now until we go to begin to read them one by one. Let's go and read about Shem, where Shemites later were allocated or relocated, and some of them were still around, some left to other places. Then we go and see where the Hamites were relocated. Then we go and see where the Japhetites were relocated, or where they relocated themselves. Whereas some of them still lived in that very Babylon, Iraq. So let's go and read about Shemites. Genesis 10:21 to 30. Go ahead. Then after that, you read Yashir, chapter 7:15 to 22. About Shem, the Shemites. In Genesis. After Genesis, we go to Jesh. Let's go ahead.
Unto Shem,
the
father of all the children of Eber.
All the children of what?
Eber.
The
brother of Japheth.
Shem, the brother of Japheth.
The elder. Even
According to this place, he said it is the elder. Sometimes they confuse us. This place is claiming that Japheth is elder. Shem the second. But some other areas will tell you that Shem is the first. Let's go ahead. That is not the subject matter of discussion. But we know that Ham was the last one. Yes?
The brother of Japheth, the elder, even to him were children born.
Children were born to both Shem, Hamya, and Japheth, which they call Japheth. There is no letter J in it.
The children of Shem.
The children of Shem.
Elam.
Were Elam.
Ashur. Arphaxad.
Arphaxad.
And Lud.
And Aram. Aram. Fine. Let me be explaining them one by one. These countries, when you go into deep research, when you go into deep research, they were within the same Middle East. The same Middle East. When you go to them one by one, I have made research about all of them. One by one. Children of Shem. All of them were within the same Middle East. As well as the children of Japheth. As well as children of Ham. Before they started migrating. Their immigrations, I will begin to explain one by one. But I'm assuring you that both the children of Shem, the children of Ham, and Japheth were all settled in the same Babylonia, in the same Middle East. Sometimes empire will rise as Babylon. Sometimes the same empire will metamorphose into Mesopotamia. The same empire will metamorphose into yes, I mentioned Babylon. Babylon is the same as Shinar. Shinar, S-H-I-N-A-R. Shinar means Babylon. I'm going to tell you the founder of the same Babylon, Mesopotamia and Assyria. But these names he mentioned are within the same Middle East. None of them is outside Middle East. These names mentioned, I have gone them one by one. Maybe one day I will get time. I will begin to explain each of them step by step, but I explain few. I will begin to explain them in their modern names. But I will try as much as possible because of time to make sure I give you account of the modern name given to them now. But when you are reading them here now as they are called, you may not know the countries because they have been undergoing churning and movement of empire to empire, subduing empire to empire. People who leave their abode, like Boko Haram is pursue people in the north, they start leaving their place to another state. That is how it was in the days of Nimrod. And we are going to read it here for you to know that war relocated some of them to different places. But this very name you are calling now, all of them I have studied them, they are within the same Middle East. Yes, go ahead.
Verse 22. Verse 23, sorry. And the children of Aram.
The children of Aram.
Uz. And who?
All these people, Aram, I think you know Syria. Do you know Syria? Syria is in northern Israel. Syria is in the northern Israel. Let me count it for you. When you leave Egypt, you leave Alexandria in Egypt. You follow the track road where the Israelites are supposed to follow. But because of their stubbornness, they were led through the Red Sea of Reeds. There is nothing like a Red Sea. There is no sea that is red. It is Sea of Reeds. Reed plant was plenty in that very bank of the sea. They call it reeds plant, R-E-E-D-S, plant. Because that sea was Arabian Peninsula. Arabian Sea Peninsula that joined Indian Ocean. In Oman, Gulf of Aden. Yemen. Through Yemen. Yemen is opposite Ethiopia in the southern part of the Arabian Gulf. Yemen is the last country in the Asia side. Last country in Asia side that joined the Indian Ocean. Then the Arabian Sea, which is the Sea of Saudi Sea, which they call Red Sea, but it is Red Sea. It joined the Yemen, and that Yemen is opposite Ethiopia and Eritrea at the southern part of the sea. Whereas after Ethiopia, you get Somalia, you get Kenya, then you get Somalia at the bank of the same sea. Okay. So when you from Egypt, you follow the land, you get Gaza. Follow land. If you follow sea, you will pass Midian, pass other area, pass Edom, then you join Jordan. From Jordan, the Israelites entered into the Gilgal. But when you follow that land, you get Gaza. Then you get Israel. Then you get Lebanon, whose capital is Beirut. Then this side, you get in the Jordan side, which is the Middle East. Is a part of the Arabian side. You get Amman. Then you get Syria. That Aram you're talking about is Syria. The Syrians are the Arameans. Let's go ahead. In another part of Israel.
Verse 24.
Yes.
And Arphaxad begat Selah. And Selah begat Eber. From 25.
Yes.
And unto Eber they are born 2 sons.
Okay, you see? So they are all within that Middle East. All these names you see I'm calling, they are all in the Middle East. None of them went out of Middle East. I'm just trying to explain to you some. Yes, go ahead.
And unto Eber we are born 2 sons.
Unto Abraham were born 2 sons.
Eber. The name of one was Peleg.
One was Peleg.
For in his days was the earth divided.
Yes, Peleg.
And his brother's name was Joktan.
Yes.
And Joktan begat Amodad.
Yes.
And Shelef, and Hazarmavite.
Yes.
And Jared.
Yes.
And Hadoram, and Uzzah, and Dikla. And Hadoram, and Uzzah,
yeah.
and Dikla,
yeah.
and Oba, and Abimael.
All these countries being called are in the Middle East. I've studied all of them. Let's go ahead.
And Sheba, and Ophir, and Havilah, and Zobah. All these were the sons of Joktan.
Okay. Go ahead.
And their dwelling was from Mesha. And their dwelling was from Mesha. As thou go unto Sephar, a mount of the east.
You see, it is in the east, Middle East. All those areas have been mentioned, which I call it sometimes Mesopotamia. I call it sometimes Babylon. I call it sometimes Shinar. They were all within that Middle East. The one that went outside Middle East, I will tell you. Go ahead.
These are the sons of Shem.
These are the sons of Shem.
After their families.
After their families.
After their tongues.
After their tongues.
In their lands and after their nations.
Have you seen it? None of them went outside Middle East. Let's go ahead.
These are the families of the sons of Noah.
These are the families of the sons of Noah.
After their generations.
After their generations.
Their nations. And by this, they are the nations divided into the earth after the flood.
Yes. It has ended. Okay. Let's go to Jesha. I told you when we come to Shem, then we read it and also read in Jesha. Shem, Jesha chapter 7 verse 15. This is the book from where Genesis was copied. And other books, not only this book. Book of Yasher 7. About Shem. 7:15 to 22. I read 15 to 22 about Shem. We read all of them, including Ham and Japheth, but this one is about Shem. And these are the sons of Shem: Elam, Ashur. I think that was you read there. Can you remember?
Yes.
Elam, Ashur, Akbakad, Lud, and Aram. 5 sons. And the sons of Elam were Shusha, Makor, and Hamon. And the sons of Ashur were Myrus, Mokir, and the sons of Bakshar were Shelach, Anak, and Ashkur. And the sons of Lut were Petor, Bizayon, and the sons of Aram were Uz, Hur, Gadal, and Mash. I think you know about Uz. They said Job came from the land of Uz. It's the same Mesopotamia. Job was from Mesopotamia. He was a wise man who was also hired by the king of Egypt when Egypt was ruling the whole world. The Pharaoh of Egypt. He hired Job, hired Reuel, which is Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, and also hired Balaam. It was Balaam and his children that were performing those, what were they calling it? Magic in Egypt. And it was Job that gave advice on how to smash the head of the Israelite male child. He was the one that gave her the advice. While the Mesopotamian Balaam and his children were the miracle performers, upon which the snake of Moshe swallowed their own snakes. So after the wicked advice of Job from the land of Uz, the same side, so the same Middle East there, when he came back to enjoy the money he got from Egypt, Nemesis boomeranged unto him. He had to pay for the blood of the Israelites. He gave advice, and their blood were dear in Israel. They smashed their head in Egypt. He had to pay. Anyway, that is a different topic. So these are the sons of Shem, according to their families, and their numbers in those days were about 300 men. Let's go ahead. These are the generations of Shem. Shem begat Arphaxad, and Arphaxad begat Shelah, and Shelah begat Eber, and Eber, this Eber is also pronounced as Ibri, from where you get the Hebrews. Ibri. Some call it Hebrew. That's why some believed that the migration of the Hebrews started from that time. Some said it's after they came to Egypt. So they moved down to Sudan. There's a pattern, disease and death. Somewhere there. The Zand, in southern Sudan. From there, they migrated down to this very place we are now. So some said they left Egypt when Yasef event took them to Egypt. They said some left there. There are so many varied history of our migration from the Middle East to the very present Igbo land we are, or Biafra land. About 3 sets of history. But the major was that of God and Eric. So Eber were born 2 children. The name of one was Peleg. For in his days the sons of men were divided, and in the latter days the earth was divided, Peleg, division. And the name of the second was Joktan, meaning that in his days the lives of the sons of men were diminished and lessened. These are the sons of Joktan: Almodad, Sheltar, Kazara, Movel, Yareka, Hadron, Ozel, Dikla, Abba, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and the Jabbar. All these are the sons of Joktan. I continue. And the Peleg, his brother, begat Yen. And the Yen begat Serug. And Serug begat Nahor. And Nahor begat Terah. And Terah was 38 years old. And he begat Haran and Nahor. Haran and Nahor are the elder brothers of Abraham. Haran is the firstborn of Terah. Nahor is the secondborn. Abraham is the thirdborn. Yes. I think the last one. This is the book of Yashir, Jesher. Then, 23. Verse 23. And the Cush, the son of Ham. Okay. This is about the Hamite, isn't it? So we will suspend this until we enter Ham. Until we enter the account of Ham. So these names mentioned, all of them are within the Middle East. Both when it was Babylon, both when it was Mesopotamia, both when it was extended to Assyria. Although Assyria was part of Iraq, Syria, Eastern Turkey, Armenia, and maybe part of Pakistan. That is where was Assyria. Then we are now going to know the founders of these very places, the settlement of people. Because after the water had drowned everybody, everywhere became empty. Only 8 persons. So the 8 persons are going to expand. We are not going to show you where they settled. But I'm now telling you that the whole world were still in that Middle East. That is where everybody left. For greener pasture and expansion. As the Creator has already commanded, go and expand, replenish the earth. No one has time to teach you all this. They will continue to confuse you so that you'll be focusing in Europe and America to boost their lives. So we have now seen. We have read Christian Bible. I read from Book of Yashar. You saw that all the Shemites were still, their land was still within the vicinity of Middle East, the ancient Babylon, the ancient Mesopotamia, the ancient Shinar. So others were there. Then let's go to Ham. Let's go to Ham before I begin to translate the old names into their new names now, for you to know where they are located. Then let's go to Ham. Genesis 10, 6 to 20. Bring the Bible, 10 to 20, Ham.
6 to 20.
Yes.
And the sons of Ham.
The sons of Ham.
Cush and Mizraim.
Small, Mayo. Listen very well. The children of Ham, the last born of Noah. Yes. Cush
and Mizraim.
Hold on. Cush and Mizraim. They were also in the Middle East. Can you hear me? Yes. Is it understandable? Yes, sir. All these people are coming. I'm calling their name. They were still also in the Middle East before they migrated to other areas. Listen very well. Nobody will teach you this. The whole world are pushing money. They don't want to go back to the truth. We are going back to the truth to reestablish it. So that when lie is told, you will be able to know. All these names mentioned, they are still all, both the Shemite, they are all in the Middle East. They are in the Middle East. Then I will tell you when they started migrating, when they settled. Yes?
And Phut, and Canaan.
And
Cush. And Phut, and Canaan.
Okay. Ham gave birth to Cush, first son. Phut, second. No. Mizraim, second. Phut, third.
And
Canaan, fourth. Let me show you something. The same people were living in the Middle East before they migrated. There was one principal factor that made them to migrate. After the universal deluge, the first empire to rise, the first king to rise in governance, to rule the whole world, his men, his brethren, was called Nimrod. That Nimrod was son of Cush. And the Cush is today called Ethiopia. Is it understandable?
Yes, sir.
So Cush did not fly aeroplane and landed in Africa, what they call Africa now. Cush was living in the Middle East, enjoying Middle East, in the Cushite land of Middle East. Because any part of the land you settle becomes your own. There was nobody on earth. Cush was the first son of Ham. He occupied some part of the southern Iraq, southern Babylon, past southern Mesopotamia. He was there, perhaps with his son, Nimrod. In the same Middle East, the so-called white man that is not white, he's just claiming white because he felt white is superior to black. White is not superior to black. And the Creator does not judge based on racial color. And that thing you call black, there is no man that is black. Man has white skin inside, has red blood. So, at the exposure, like I told you, in the sun, and the content of melanin, the dark brown pigment, exposed to radiation of the sun, passing through overhead in tropical regions. You know, you have Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. So, but Middle East is the sun passes overhead down to Africa. So, it's a tropical region. Somebody exposed to the sun is bound to have a darkened skin. Even if you have yellow melanin. Even if it is not dark brown melanin. I have explained that before. So those that don't know should go to our YouTube to learn this. We can't go further to give details of all those things. I've explained them. So now, I'm assuring you that Cush was in the Middle East like other of his brethren. But it was southern side. It was from there. He was moving towards side. Towards until he reached the side of where we call Yemen today. Perhaps after the death of his son, he has to move, cross the Arabian, the peninsula, the Arabian Sea, in the eastern peninsula. He crossed over to the other side, where he's settling today as a Cushite land of Ethiopia. He was not born there. Cush was not born in Ethiopia. He migrated from Middle East. No one can teach you that. I am the one teaching you. I made proper research by the guide of the Holy Spirit. He was lower. And that lower part of Mesopotamia was where he lived with his children before they started migrating to what they call Africa. In those days, all those areas were, whether you call it Africa or Middle East, they are the same thing because they are the same brothers. The same brothers that were in the Middle East came to Africa, not Africa. They all came from there, including the Mizraim. Mizraim is Egypt. I think the first son is Cush, isn't it? The second son is Mizraim. Mizraim is Egypt. what you call Egypt today. It was Mizraim. They crossed the Arabian Sea, which is called the Red Sea, Sea of Reed, which they called Red Sea. That sea was not red. It's a sea that contained reed plants. And the bank was full of reed plants, including papyrus. You know, there was much papyrus in Egypt. So this side was Middle East, the other side was Egypt. So that Arabian Sea is what they call Sea of Reeds, which the letter say it is a Red Sea. There is no Arabian Sea that was red. Only it is the upper side of the Egyptian side. They passed through Midian, passed through Edom. And who is Midian? The children of Keturah. The children of Abraham by Keturah. Who was Sheba? Dedan and Sheba. Who were they? The children of Abraham by Keturah in the north. But this side I'm talking about Cush. Even including part of Saudi Arabia. They were settling there. So I'm going to read something that will shock you and to make you understand what I'm saying. So I'm just telling you the location of where Cushites were. The same Babylon, they just went down a bit, the southern part, before Nimrod arose to become world power. Then you ask yourself, after the reign of Nimrod, when Esau killed Nimrod, what do you think will be the fate of the children of Cush? You see why they shifted to Africa, including Mizraim, which is Egypt. Lud is Nubia, which is Sudan. So part of Sudan, southern part of Sudan was part of Ethiopia, including what is called Eritrea today, where they were all Cush. Even the Sudanese were also Cushites. They migrated from the east. Let me read here for you to understand something. And Cush, the son of Ham. Where were you reading? Okay, you were reading from Christian Bible.
Yes.
Okay, finish Christian Bible before I come to book of Joshua to show you Joshua's support. Joshua threw light how Nimrod opened those places to show you that they were living nearer that place. They were living nearer the Babylon. They were living in Babylon before Nimrod discovered all those places. Let's go ahead.
And the sons of Cush.
So I think you have heard what I said. Cush is what they call Ethiopia today, but they were in the Middle East. Mizraim is what is called Egypt here, but they were in the Middle East before they migrated to that place. Lud is Nubia, which is Sudan. They were there before they crossed the Arabian Sea and migrated to what they call Africa here. Which means the same people in the Middle East are the same people in the North Africa. They just use that Arab Sea to divide us. Tell us that those people are Africa, those people are Middle East. Whereas, if these people are Africa, the same Middle East are Africans also. I'm going to prove it to show you the founder of Babylon, Assyria, and all those places you call Mesopotamia. They were founded by the same people whose brethren crossed to Africa. They will not give you the history straight, so that they will tell you that the other people in the Middle East were Middle Easterners, the other people were Africa. So that, as the history said, civilization started from Egypt and Mesopotamia, so that it will be the Africans started their civilization and the white man started his own in the Middle East. Monkey story from monkey brain. Baboonistic story from baboon of primordial age. I'm putting things right, so that these people is a black, as a black people were creating of civilization. So white also were creating of civilization. Monkey story from baboon of stone age. Go ahead.
And the sons of Cush.
The sons of Cush. Sheba.
And Havilah.
Where all these places are in the Middle East, near the bank of Arabian Sea, in the western part, in the western part of Arabian Sea. That is west, I mean in Babylon. When you are in Asia, it is west. But when you are in Egypt, it is in the east. When I say west, I mean west of Middle East. Southwest of Middle East. Where you have Saudi Arabia today. Go ahead.
And Sabta.
Sabta.
And Rama.
And Rama.
And Sabteka.
And Sabteka.
And the sons of Rama.
And sons of Rama.
Sheba and
Sheba.
Dedan.
And Dedan. Who are Sheba and Dedan? Who are Sheba and Dedan? Where were they? Although we have 3 Sheba and Dedan. We have Sheba and Dedan of Shemite, Sheba and Dedan of Hamite, and Sheba and Dedan of Japhethite. Go ahead.
And Cush begat Nimrod.
And the Cush begat Nimrod. Nimrod was the son of the last wife of Cush. I told you Cush was also in the Middle East before they migrated to the present day Ethiopia. I will show you evidences to prove what I'm saying, which no white man will teach you. They thought people of the Middle East were all white. The only son of Noah that was Abino, a bit like Abino, was Japheth. I will show you where they were geographically located. But they were also in the Middle East. I will tell you what gave them wrong. Some of them scattered and left that place to other areas. God, the Creator said, go and replenish the earth. But Nimrod told them to gather together. Don't replenish any earth. So that you will be easily governable. You will be governable. That's what Nimrod did. Just go ahead.
And Cush begat Nimrod.
Cush begat Nimrod also.
He began to be a mighty one in the earth.
The first son of Ham begat Nimrod, the first president of this world after the universal deluge. The first president general, the first governor general of this earth after the universal deluge. And we are going to give you account how Nimrod was born and what he started, how he founded Mesopotamia, Shinar, Babylon, Ashur, which is Assyria, and almost the major part of the Middle East Empire. Go ahead.
He was a mighty hunter.
He was a mighty hunter.
Before the Most High.
Before the Most High.
Therefore, it is said, even as Nimrod the mighty hunter.
It was a proverb that said, even as mighty as Nimrod. Yes.
And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel.
The beginning of his kingdom was Babel, Iraq. Have you seen it?
Yes, sir.
The beginning of his kingdom, the first kingdom he founded, you know there were few. People were living around that place before, but they were drowned. So he went back to establish that kingdom. That kingdom where there is Garden of Eden, where his brethren were living before they were drowned. He went back to start that place as his kingdom. Yes.
And Erech.
And Erech. They are all within that area, that Iraqi area.
And Akkad.
And Akkad.
And Carmel.
And Carmel.
In the land of Shinar.
In the land of Shinar, Babylon. Have you seen it? All these countries are city-states within Babylon. Say Nimrod is the founder. Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
They will not interpret this thing to you. That place where Adam was living, before the whole world were drowned with water, people were no longer there. It was Nimrod that went back there to establish that kingdom. And it is called Babylon, Shinar. It is that place that the Garden of Eden was. That area, especially that area, is present-day Kuwait. Present-day Kuwait. So people were not living there. He went to that plain place and they started his headquarters and established that place as a kingdom. Yes.
Out of that land went forth Ashur.
From that Iraq, he went further. After finding, I think he had mentioned about three city-state he founded, including Kalne, Akkad, and other and Babylon. You see the empires he founded. He went up in the northern Iraq and founded Assyria. What empire was Assyria? Part of the present-day Iraq, not Iraq. Part of the present-day northern Iraq. Part of the Caspian Sea. Part of the Armenia. Part of Syria in the north. And part of Turkey, present-day Turkey. And part of Armenia. And part of Turkestan. That was the ancient Russian Assyrian Empire. Very great. The capital was Nineveh. That was the place Jonah was asked to go and preach in Nineveh, the capital of Assyria, in the northern or present-day Iraq. When you bring the map of the world, you bring Iraq. You see the northern part of Iraq, part of Syria in the west, then part of Pakistan in the east, and part of Iran in the east, and part of Turkey in the north, and part of Armenia in the north. That was Assyria. The founder was Nimrod, the son of Ethiopia. And the same Nimrod was the founder of Mesopotamia or Babylon. When you extend it, it's a very large area, many countries now. All these places I'm mentioning are very many countries, but due to people were not much, so he was able to rule them. Yes? Is it, have you finished? No. Go ahead. Because we will still go to Jesha. Jesha will give us proper insight of what we are reading here. Because this Christian Bible was extracted from this book of Jesha, mentioned in Joshua 10:13. Yes?
Okay. Out of that land went forth Ashur.
He went to Ashur, which is Assyria.
And built Nineveh.
And built Nineveh, the capital of Assyria, in the north.
And the city...
Part of Turkey today.
And the city Rehoboth.
Rehoboth.
And the Kala.
And Kala. You see all these countries. Many of these areas are countries today. Nimrod founded them. Who is Nimrod? The son of Cush, Ethiopia. If they say Africa now, if they call it Africa, why can those places not be called Africa also? Is it understandable?
Yes, sir.
The son, the father migrated to Africa and founded North Africa with Israel, his brother. Then what of this place his son founded? All these numerous countries. I think they're supposed to be called Africa first. Or if they are called the Middle East, then the other side their father migrated should also be called Middle East. Why should they use the Arabian Sea to divide father and son? So that they will see the civilization of that side was a white man. It was not a white man, it was black man. Monkey brain. It was black man country. Or the entire Middle East. About 90% of the entire Middle East is Africa. Since you said where his father was living, his father migrated across from Yemen to across Arabian Sea, the Arabian Peninsula. Then across the other side, you call that place Africa, with his brothers Mizraim and Nubia. You call that place Africa. Then what of these large countries his son Nimrod founded? What will you call them? You call them white man land now. That civilization started there and also started in Egypt. What type of monkey story is this? A story of ape or primordial age. Okay, when Nimrod founded was 90% in the Middle East. Then his father crossed to Africa, just the edge of the seven Arabian Sea, which they call Sea of Reed. Then he just crossed. Then you call that side that his father founded Africa. Then his son that found about 90% of Middle East. What shall you call that place? Is it not Africa also? Africa. Then if you are calling the Middle East, then is it that small thing? Those small people that lined up from Ethiopia down to Israel, how many were there? Then you call them Africa. and their brother the Libyans. Then the large country they founded. Then if you call that side Africa, this side should be Africa. If you call that side the Middle East, then the other side should also be Middle East. From the same block. I'm going to make everything known here. Have you finished from where I go ahead, read chapter, so that we turn over this side. Jeshach was copied, Genesis was copied from this book, Yashar, book of Jeshach.
Verse 12.
Yes.
And Resen, between Nineveh and Calah, the same is a great city.
Have you heard it?
And Mizraim.
The beauty between Nineveh. Nineveh is capital of Assyria. Founded by Ethiopian sons. The son of Ethiopia. Founded from Saudi Arabia. From Arab Sea. Was a leader. Founded many places. Down to Turkey. Eastern Turkey. And any. And part of Pakistan. And part of Syria. Nimrod was the founder. Everything I recorded there, but nobody will teach you all this thing. They will only teach you map of England, people of Portugal, Lugard. How Lugard came from Portugal and founded the River Niger. Our mothers were processing cassava, then bathing, then washing their clothes, and also fishing. So Lugard, Mungo Park, who came there, who asking them how the country, a novice came and founded people that were living in their place. Monkey story. So when we go to exam, who founded the River Niger? You say Mungo Park, animalistic exam. Mungo Park. When Mungo Park came, were our people, were they not the people that founded the Mungo Park? They founded him, the monkey man there. They saw him. Called him Ukwanyocha. What have you come for? Ukwanyocha, what do you come for? He said he comes for explorer. See somebody they discovered that was lost. Mungo Park was lost. They asked him, who are you? On Anokwanibo. He tried to communicate with him and the people that can understand. Somebody that was lost, was he not found by our people? He went there to tell them that he came here and founded River Niger. Was River Niger lost? Were people there lost? How did you discover them? No, they said he discovered the River Niger. Mungo Park that was lost, looking for something, way to thief. Then our people who were washing their clothes saw Mungo Park. Mungo Park came to ask them road to enter inside. This side was Ahaba. The other side was Obaru. Because this river was Obaru River. And Ahaba River. Mungo Park started asking them. They explained to him it is Obaru River. Somebody came to inquire about something. Were you not the person that was discovered? How do you discover people that were in their city? They asked you who discovered River Niger. I said Mungo Park. Monkey exam. From monkey brain. If it is so, I will begin to tell you when I discovered Fiumicino Airport in Rome. The day I discovered the Heathrow Airport in London. The day I discovered Gatwick Airport in London. I'll begin to write the date. I discovered London. Do you know? Yes. The day I went there is the day I discovered it. The day I discovered London. The day first time I went to Rome, I discovered Rome. I was very careful to discover everything. When I reached there at the airport, checking this thing, I saw passport office. I discovered it. Yes. Isn't it? After checking me, I saw Banca d'Italia, which is Bank of Italy. I discovered that bank. Yes. Isn't it? Yes. I left, I entered trade and went to Rome. That is the capital of Italy. I lodged in Hotel Capitol. It is there in Rome, when you reach Rome. In the Stanier Station Terminal, Central Train Station. You see Hotel Capitol. It's still there. That's where I used to lodge. When I go to Firenze, I had to lodge at the Hotel de Road. The other was Diplomat Hotel. In, I think, is it Bologna? So I discovered Milan. discovered Napoli, discovered Firenze. If I tell you where I discovered in Rome, it's uncountable. England, when I begin to tell you where I discovered when I discovered England, what story is this? Is it Bulgaria? This side we are talking about where the Noirs this landed. Even this Yugoslavia, they divided into 6 countries. Is it Ljubljana or Zagreb? All these are this country they divided into 6. Yugoslavia. I discovered all those places. Since if somebody goes somewhere, that person discovered. I would write the date I discovered England. My people everywhere. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Go ahead.
Okay. And Mizraim
is Egypt.
Begat Ludim.
Mizraim begat Ludim. Where is Ludim? Libya.
And Anamim. And Lahabim. And Naphtuhim.
All those people, many of them migrated to North Africa. They were all in the Middle East. They migrated. But there are some that didn't migrate. Yes.
And Patrusim. And Kasluhim. Out of whom came Philistine and the Caphitorian.
Okay, some of them are now in the land of Philistine, like Canaan. Canaan didn't follow them to Africa. It was because of Nimrod, when Nimrod was ruling the whole world. So these people were pushing towards west, towards Jordan, present-day Israel. They are part of the Gaza trip now, and parts of the Amman. Then the other people are in Lebanon. But today, all these people have ganged against the children of Shem. Have you finished? From where I mentioned?
Yes. And Canaan began Sidon.
Canaan begat Sidon. I think you know Sidon. You don't know Sidon. You don't know Tyre and Sidon. And the present-day Lebanon. Present-day Lebanon. Yes, go ahead.
And Canaan begat Sidon.
And Canaan begat Sidon.
His firstborn.
His firstborn.
And Heth.
You have been hearing about Tyre and Sidon. From where the wife of Ahab came from. Jezebel was the daughter of a king of Tyre. Or Tyre, not Tyre. Tyre. Yes.
And the Jebusites.
And you know the Jebusites within the Canaan land. These people forced them into that land. That land was allotted to Shem. But because of Nimrod's power, they pushed toward that place and occupied it. That is why the Creator told the children of Abraham to go back to there, that very place, where that is the center of the world. He said, Abraham, Genesis 15, your children will go to a country that is not their own. They will stay 4 generations. After that, they will get a loot and come back to this land, because that land was promised land. It was allotted to Shem. But the Canaanites went and occupied it. And that is where Shem died. Shem lived. Shem, that is why he was called Adonai-Zedek, the king of Yerushalem, which is Yerushalayim. Jerusalem means foundation of peace. Shem was a high priest there. It was Shem that trained Abraham, trained Jacob and Yishkak. He was the high priest of Abraham. He was the priest that received the tithe from Abraham and gave Abraham wine and bread. And he used the wine to eat bread. You see? So, he used the wine to eat bread. It was Shem, not Melchizedek. Melchizedek had already finished his work before the universal dead. They don't know anything. Now everything is here, accounted here in book of Yashar. Bible is a second-hand book. Yes?
And the Jebusites and Amorites. And
the Jebusites, I think you know about them, the Amorites. The Amorites, the children of Ammon. The son of Lot.
And the Jebusites.
When the Israelites left Egypt, they passed through the Red Sea. They passed through Midian, passed through Edom, passed through Ammon, and joined Jordan. From Jordan, they joined Gilgal, which is the promised land. In the northern part of Arabia, in the Middle East, and the western part of the same Middle East. You see? When you call the old name, I interpret it the way it is today. Nobody will teach you that. They are looking for money and confusing everybody to remove their mind from the Creator. Yes, go ahead.
And the Hivites.
The Hivites, all these are the Philistines who pushed toward that side. That land was not allocated to them. Today they have imposed danger to Israel. Yes?
And Akites. And the Sinites. And the Abadites.
Sinite, I think you know where Mount Sinai is. Where you are living, is it Sinite?
Sinite.
Yes, when you leave Egypt. When you get past them, you get Gaza, Ekron. Then before you get Israel. These are the people Israel left because they pitied them. They could not wipe them away that time. Yes, they have imposed danger on them now. Let's go ahead.
And Abadites and Semerites and the Hamathites.
The Hamites.
We are the families of Canaanites spread abroad.
Yes, they are the people spread along that bank down to Syria. Their border from Israel, from Beersheba to down. Then the northern part of that Israel, you get Tyre and Sidon, which is today Lebanon. At the Mediterranean side, you get Cyprus. This were the Elisha. You are going to read them out, Elisha. They were the Cyprus. Yes, go ahead.
And the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon.
Border of the Canaanites from Sidon. And Tyre.
As that come to Jera, unto Gaza.
Down to Gaza there.
As they go unto Sodom and Gomorrah.
Do you know where Sodom and Gomorrah was? Do you know? No. The present day bank of Jordan, or the other side of Israel. That is where there was Sodom and Gomorrah. But they were wiped away because of their iniquity. So the Jordanites are that Dead Sea and Israelites. That they are the people occupying that area. That is where you see Dead Sea now, the Jordan, where the Qumran cave was found and the Dead Sea Scroll. Go ahead.
These are the sons of Ham.
The sons of Ham. Yes. Instead of being in their line, they now went to mingle with Israelites because of power of Nimrod, their brother, the Cushite. Yes.
Verse 21. Unto Shem also, the father of all the children of Sheba, the brother of Japheth, and the elder evil to him.
Have you reached 20?
Yes.
It's okay. You are entering Shem, isn't it? Then let's go to Yasher. Let me read from Yasher, which is Jesha, from where Genesis was copied. Listen very well. Verse 23. Verse 23, yes. And the Cush, the son of Ham, listen very well. You know, we have read it in Christian Bible. This place will throw more light to you. 23. And Cush, the son of Ham, the son of Noah, took a wife in those days, in his old age. Cush took a wife in his old age. After he had born all those children, counted for you. His old age. And she bare a son, and they call his name Nimrod, saying, at that time, the sons of men again began to rebel and transgress against the Most High. And the child grew up, and his father loved him exceedingly, for he was the son of his old age. Christian Bible can't give you this account because there is no way all this account can be copied into Christian Bible. Most is summarized from different ancient books. Just about one line or two. Like he said, Enoch walked with the Lord took him, was no more. That was all about Enoch, who was a president of this earth and also a high priest of this very earth. He just copied that. But when you go to the book of Enoch, you see account of Enoch. throughout his life. When you go to the book of Adam, you see account of Adam who lived 930 years. You see his book here. His book is also here, and there's so many other books. Reading book of Enoch. You saw how many days Adam lived, his activity. But Moses can't copy it because there is already a book that wrote about this book of Adam and Kaiwa, and also book of Yashir, and Joseph's Antiquities of the Hebrews, although that was left. The book of the Patriarchs from Reuben to Benjamin, Moses copied them. And so many other books I cannot mention now. So, 24. And the garment of skin which God, they wrote it in English, made for Adam and his wife when they went out of garden were given to Cush. So you see, he's going to give account on how Cush stole those garments. How Ham, the father of Cush, stole the garment. That Adamic garment made by the skin of ram. Skin of that lamb was killed from ancient time. That later came and died again. That lamb that was slain in the ancient time and given to Adam and his wife. It was a property of the inheritance of the first son. First son we give to his first son. First son we give his first son from generation to generation. He reached to the turn of, I think, Shem, Noah. Noah was first son. Then when they came out of the ship, Ham stole it, the last son. Last son stole it because that garment is laden with power. So the garment of skin, which the Most High made for Adam and his wife when they went out of the garden, were given to Cush. How was it given to Cush? Was Cush the right person? Is he the first son of the first son? Just like Igbo Ofo. Ofo is handed over from first son to first son in Igbo land. 25. For after the death of Adam and his wife, the garment were given to Enoch, the son of Yared. You know Enoch was first son. And when Adam died, it was in the days of Enoch. So the first son of Yared was Enoch. So Adam handed over to Enoch because Yared was already aged. So he handed it over to Enoch. For Enoch to hand over to his own first son. Who was his first son? His first son was Methuselah. Methuselah will hand over to his first son, Lamech, the father of Noah. Then Lamech, the father of Noah, will hand over to Noah, depending on when the owner died. The holder will never give it up until he died. So when he died, that first son that is standing after he died is the very one he will hand over. That is why he didn't say he handed it over to Seth. So he handed over to the first son that was that time. So in short, it was the first son inheritance. First son inheritance. So what happened? Then 27. Okay, 26. And at the death of Methuselah, Noah took them and brought them to the ark. Okay, sorry. 25. After the death of Adam and his wife, the garment was given to Enoch, the son of Yared. And when Enoch was taken up to heaven, he gave them to Methuselah his son. Have you seen it? 26. And at the death of Methuselah, Noah took them and brought them to the ark, and they were with him until he went out of the ark. Because it was only Noah that was left. And moreover, Noah was first son, entitled to that very garment. So when Noah came out of the ark, he started looking for the garment. Nobody knew that Ham had stolen it. The last one. Stolen that is secret power. 27. And then they are going out. Ham stole those garments from Noah, his father. And he took them and he hid them from their brothers, his brothers. Ham, the last one, went and stole that garment. Okay, 28. And when Ham begat his firstborn, Cush, he gave him the garment in secret. So when he gave birth to Ham, Cush, his first son, he packaged that garment and gave him. Say, hide it. I know that thing can cause Cush to shift. Do you know? Yes. Do you know that such a valuable item can cause Cush to shift from his brothers? He shifted. He gave him, Ham gave to his first son secretly. Say, hold this garment. It's a garment of extraordinary power from our grandmother Kaiwa and Adama. He hid it. And Cush also concealed them from his sons and brothers. And when Cush hid it from his brother, even his son. He didn't tell his son that he has a garment of Adam, so that it will not be leaked. Because if it is leaked, they will wage war and kill him. Because they will say you stole the highest property so far from the first son. And when Cush had begotten Nimrod, his sixth son of old age, people's minds are no longer in that very garment. He said garments, which means that garment include garment of Adam and his wife. According to Joseph's Antiquities of the Hebrews, he said it is the garment of Adam and his wife. For this place it is mentioned garments, plural. So Josephus was right. I could have brought the book of Joseph's Antiquities. It's intact in our library. So had begotten Nimrod, he gave him those garments. When Cush had begotten Nimrod, he gave him those garments through his love for him. Have you seen it? And he has looked now, nobody thinks about that garment. And maybe Cush has already shifted. I told you he shifted downwards. Until he reached at where present day Yemen. When you cross a bit, you get Ethiopia now. Okay, through his love for him. And the Nimrod grew up. And when he was 20 years old, he put on those garments. When he was 20 years old. When he can differentiate left from right. And the Nimrod became strong when he put on the garments. And the Most High gave him might and strength. No white man will tell you this. Everything they tell us about Nimrod was criminality, robbery, adultery, different. They themselves were angels, Angel Michael, Angel Gabriel, Angel Zadok. It was when we went to the ancient books that we began to hear the real truth. I told you the story of the hunt and the hunted. We never did. The story of the prey and predator will never be the same. And the predator will only give you how he dealt with the prey. But when prey gave his own account, he will tell you how he dribbled the predator. And Nimrod became strong when he put on the garment. And the Most High gave him might and strength. And he was a mighty hunter on earth. Have you seen that, what Christian Bible says? He was a mighty hunter. Nimrod was a giant. If you meet him by sudden, you will piss on the ground. If you suddenly meet Nimrod, or if Nimrod back on you, you will shit in your pants. He was not only he was a mighty man, he was a giant. Feared by people of Middle East. Great giant. This place said the strength of the Most High in that garment was upon him. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. When you give a stupid person or inexperienced person money, you get money at old age, he may become corrupt. But if he has been if he's experienced, he will do well. 20 years, he wore the garment of power and strength and became excessively powerful. He was feared by mankind. He was respected by mankind. He had fear of the Creator at that age. Let me read this for you. Nobody will tell you this. Everything they told us about Nimrod was evil. They never told us that at any time he was very nice, until absolute power corrupted his power absolutely. And Nimrod, and Nimrod became strong, might and strength. And he was mighty hunter on earth. Yea, he was mighty hunter in the field. And he hunted the animals, and he built altars, and he offered upon them the animals before the Most High. Have you ever heard this story? That Nimrod also built an altar and offered sacrifice, acceptable sacrifice to the Most High from the age of 20. He offered to the Most High. Verse 31. And Nimrod strengthened himself, and he rose up from amongst his brethren, and he fought the battles of his brethren against all the enemies around about. What are you hearing here? Who are his enemies? Those people that are not Hamites, those people that are not Cushites, those people that are not Canaanites, those people that are not Ludians, those people that are not Mizraim, Egyptians. But these people I mentioned were his brothers. He protected them. Other people from Japheth and the Shem, he reduced them. This is the original account from where Genesis copied. Moshe copied. But Moshe can't copy all this book. It's voluminous, 91 chapters. So Moshe summarized so many things here and just made up book of Genesis. Summarized from book of Adamah, summarized from book of Canaan, from the 12 patriarchs, from Reuben to Benjamin. Their books. The books are intact. Even they are here. Book of Enoch is also here. Book of the birth of the mother of Yeshua, which they call Jesus, is here. Book of the mother of Yeshua is here. Account of Yasser is here. They told you the Bible and the Bible only. What is there inside the Bible? Is it not a summary? So, and sorry. Therefore, it became current in those days. 32. And the Most High delivered all the enemies of his brethren to his hand. What are you hearing? He said the Most High delivered all his enemies to his hand, which means the Creator has already decided to make him a king. Only whether he will remain loyal. When he becomes loyal, the kingdom will be taken over from him and given to the children of Abraham. Are you hearing?
Yes, sir.
Has Oyibo ever told you this story? Have they ever told anything that good about Africa? They will not. It's true that our own descendants migrated from Middle East down to where we are, from the Shemite tribe. There is no country that contains only one tribe. There is no country you will go today, they will tell you it is only one tribe. Everywhere is churned, mixed up. The history of how we migrated from Middle East, from the Shemite tribe, down to Egypt, down, before we came. There are many Hebrews now in Africa and West Africa, even in America and all Europe and all over the places. And when you come to Nigeria, the Igbos are the non-Hebrews, isn't it?
Yes.
The Igbos are the non-Hebrews.
Yes.
When you go to East Africa, so many of them, even the DNA. international recognition knew that when you come to Africa, there are certain areas that even Lugard, the Portuguese told the British that they are Hebrews, another set of Hebrews in Nigeria, in the southern part of Nigeria, that they should be careful, that these people are very articulate, very religious, and very gallant, and very intelligent. They have been managing the original democracy before war they knew about democracy. So that is why they came with eyes wide open, decided to use imbeciles and wicked people to predate upon us. But our Redeemer is in heaven. If we will only be diligent to observe his commandment, he will hand our enemies over to us. We are praying that we should live, let others live. But some people want us not to live. They want to live alone. They will not succeed. We must live to teach the truth to mankind. Shalom alaikum. Let's go ahead. We are still going about Ham. Nobody will tell you anything. We are not Hamites according to the history of our lineage. We are not Hamites. But it's good to say the truth. It is good to say the truth. We are Hebrews. But these people that claim to be white never see anything good about Africa. But all their feedings, everything is from the same Africa. Okay, now, they told us that side is Africa, this is Middle East. But you are going to see the founder of the same Middle East from Africa. They never told you. Have I ever told you that Nimrod was good before he became corrupt? Let's go ahead. The Most High delivered all their enemies to his hand. And the Most High prospered him from time to time in his battles. Have you ever heard this kind of story? He prospered Nimrod from his constant battle. He prevailed in all his battles. And he reigned upon the earth. Nimrod became the first president general of this very earth, a Cushite, whose father is Ethiopian. Therefore, it became current in these days when a man ushered forth those that he had trained up for battle. He would say to him, then, like the Most High did to Nimrod, who was a mighty hunter on earth, and who succeeded in the battles that prevailed against his brethren, that he delivered them from the hands of their enemies. So may the Most High strengthen us and deliver us this day. Hallelujah. So if anybody wants to train his soldiers after training them, he said, let the creator that led Nimrod to become successful in his battles be also with them. Let them become successful like Nimrod and the creator of Nimrod. Has a white man ever said all these things to you? When they see this, they will do eye like they couldn't see. Good enough that we are Shemites. And when Nimrod was 40 years old, at that time there was a war between his brethren and the children of Japheth, so that they were in power of their enemies. 35. And Nimrod went forth at that time, and he assembled the sons of Cush. You see, he assembled all the children of Cush.
His other
both his uncles, nephews, and siblings, and nibblings. All of them. Anything was born by hand. Yes. And about Cush and their families, and about 460 men. And he hired also from some of his friends and acquaintances about 80 men, and gave them their hire. And he went with them to battle. And when he was on the road, Nimrod strengthened the heart of the people that went with him. And he said to them, do not fear, neither be alarmed, for all our garments will be all our enemies will be delivered unto our hands, and you may do them as you please. And all the men that went were about 500 men, and they fought against their enemies, and they destroyed them and subdued them. And Nimrod placed standing officers over them in their respective places. They hired other tribes. If tribe of Shem had a Perima people, they would join. If we had of Yafet, people of Yafet had people that are warriors who want to be hired, they will go. Because he's the king. He's the most powerful soldier. And he took some of their children as security. And they were all servants to Nimrod and to his brethren. And Nimrod and all the people that were with him turned homewards. He paid them their pay, their reward. They went back home. And when Nimrod had joyfully returned from battle, after having conquered the enemies, and all his brethren together, with those who knew him before, assembled and made him king over them. Have you heard it? Both the children of Shem, both the children of Japheth, that love him, and all his kinsmen, the children of Cush, both Mizraim and the rest, they gathered and made him king, so that he will become king of the world, because he's the one that has subdued the world. 40. And he sent his subjects and people, princes, judges, and rulers, as in custom amongst kings. He made his world governors in states, captains of army. And he placed Terah, the son of Nahor, his prince of hosts, and dignified him and elevated him above all princes. Have you heard? He made Terah the father of Abraham, who was a Shemite. Have you heard it? So if you can't beat them, you join them. Have you known that he has gathered all the people of Adam and Noah? All the children of Noah have seen his power. If you can't beat them, you join. They all gathered and made him king. And he appointed the Shemite, the father of Abraham, and made him the commander-in-chief of Nimrod. And have you heard it? He made Terah, the son of Abraham, from Shem. He made him the commander of Nimrod again, a world army. And he placed Terah, the son of Nahor, the prince of his host, and he dignified him and elevated him above all his princes. And whilst he was reigning, according to his heart desire, after having conquered all his enemies around, he advised with his counselors to build a city for his palace, and they did so. And they found a large valley opposite the east, and they built him a large and extensive city. And the Nimrod called that name of the city, the name of the city he built, Shinar. That is Babylon. Yes, sir. It's now the builder of Babylon. That area Adam lived. That area there was Garden of Eden. That area there was gold. A lot of minerals. He was there. He went and built that place. That is his capital city. And the Terah, the son of Shem, the father of Abraham, was the commander-in-chief of the world army. You see, this commander is not from Ham, he's from Shem. See how he makes it? Because everybody feared him. Because he had that, anytime he wear that garment, power past power. People will begin to run. He gave the other to his wife, the Lord, the word Lord. Unyeze. And while he was running, according to his heart, after having conquered all the enemies around him, He advised his counselor to, okay, build a city. And they found, okay, they built Babylon, Shinar. And for the Most High had vehemently shaken his enemies and destroyed them and made him the king. The Creator make king whosoever he wishes. We now see he stole those things. The Creator know why he stole them. We don't know. We may be calling him thief at back, but you can't call him thief in his presence. You disappear from the earth. You disappear from the earth. So the Creator gives to power whosoever he wishes. But the priesthood was still maintained by Shem. Because with that degree of, he can't maintain the priesthood. So the priesthood was run by Shem in the land of Canaan. While himself was the world army. So you see now, he has built the city Shinar. Shinar is the ancient Babylon, which comprises even Saudi Arabia, comprises both Iran, Iraq, Turkey, Oman, Qatar, the Arab Emirates, United Arab Emirates, even to Iran, extended to Afghanistan, Pakistan, down to Malaysia, at the sea, at the Indian Ocean. The power of, from Babylon to what we call Mesopotamia, when the empire has expanded down to Turkey, part of Turkey and part of Syria. Let's go ahead. So, and they found a large valley. Okay, we have read that. And Nimrod dwelt in Shinar. He lived that very city he founded. Because nobody was living there again after the universal deluge. And he reigned securely. And he fought with his enemies. And he subdued them. And he prospered in all his battles. And his kingdom became very great. 45. And all the nations, tongues, heard of his fame, and they gathered themselves to him, and they bowed down to the earth for him. Have you heard it? And they brought him offerings, and he became their master and king. And they all dwelt with him in the city of Shinar. And Nimrod reigned on the earth over all the sons of Noah, and they were all under his power and counsel. Have you seen it? The whole world have clapped hand and handed over to him and said, reign. Nimrod reigned over them, governed them for 185 years. As the first world president. But at a certain time, he became tyrannous. A tyranny. Made himself God himself. Made himself the creator. He couldn't even listen to the word of the creator again. Told people not to scatter. That if possible, they want to reach heaven. They want to ignore the law, the creator, and they create their own. That's where he started failing. But nobody told us that he was a good man before. Person that founded Babylon, founded Assyria. Where again that remained in Mesopotamia and Babylon. He was the king general. He built Assyria. And so many other city-states mentioned in the Christian Bible. Was he not the owner of Babylon? Was he not the owner of Shinar? Was he not the founder of Mesopotamia, the ancient kingdom that ruled the whole world, where people lived in those days? So when his parents, some of them crossed Africa, they now cut off the river Persian Gulf, the Arabian Gulf. They said those people that cross the other side, the people that cross the other side should be called Africa. Then these people in the Middle East should be called the land of white men, Asia. He reigned from part of Turkey down to Saudi Arabia, down to Israel, because all those places are Middle East, down to Syria. And the more people were expanding, he was reigning over them. 185 years. It's the same people they are telling you they are not Africans. He didn't say he went and lived with them. He said he founded those places. He founded those places. He founded those cities and built them. If they were mentioned in the Christian Bible, the cities he built. But the Christian Bible can't give you account of the power of Nimrod, how he read. It just say he was a mighty man before the Lord. He was a mighty man on earth. But this is the account. If we continue to read the account, we will not do another thing. We will not go to Japheth. So we will cut it. And all the earth was of one language and was of union. But Nimrod did not go in the ways of the Most High, and he was more wicked than all the men that were before him, from the days of the flood until these days. And he made gods of wood and stone, and he bowed down to them. And he rebelled against the Most High, and taught all men his subjects, and all the people on the earth his wicked ways. And Madon, his son, was more wicked than his father. You see, absolute power corrupts absolutely. And everyone that heard of the act of Madon, the son of Nimrod, would say concerning him, from the wicked go forth wickedness. Therefore, it became a proverb in the whole earth, saying, from the wicked go forth wickedness. And it was current in the wars of men from time to this day. And the Terah, one of the son of Nahor, prince of Nimrod host, was in those days very great in the sight of the king and his subjects. And the king and the princess loved him, and they elevated him very high. Terah, the father of Abraham, became the commander-in-chief of Nimrod. And Terah took a wife, and he knew him, and Amitelu, the daughter of Comebo. And the wife of Terah conceived and bare him a son in those days. Terah was 70 years old when he begat him, and Terah called his name of his son that was born to him, Abram. Abraham. So, Egori Yagaba, Ogwage that no, Terah. Okay, sorry, 47, we jumped 47. And he made gods of, Terah made gods of wood and stone, and he bowed down to them, and he rebelled against the Most High, and he taught all his subjects and the men on earth. Okay. Ego daya efuna onye wepụtara that god of wood and stone was Terah. Each god is worshipped in 1 month. The 12 months of the year, each month one god is worshipped. Another month. Those people that told you have 13 months, which god was worshipped in the 13th month? There was no 13th month. The person that manifested 13th month was Hilaire II, the last president of the Sanhedrin, when the Roman declared non-use of moon days to calculate calendar. So Hilaire resorted to 13th month to have accurate equation or balance of lunar year and solar year. Because lunar year was 354, solar year was 55. A difference of 10 or 11 days. So on the third year, you have to add 30 days, 1 month, to equate them, to bring them in temporary alliance. Then after 3 years, they will separate. Everything are in our book. Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Adonai.
Then, Japheth. We round up for this Japheth. So let me just round up. If we have time next time, we might begin from where we stop. Japheth, I have scanned where Japheth children were. They were, I think I told you Japheth was the fairer in complexion among the children of Noah. Noah was albino, the beginning of what they call white men today. Yet it is not white color. So Japheth was the brightest among them. So he was the one that was nearing to his father, was one not, because their mother was not albino. Their mother was black. what we call dark skin or dark brown, which they call black. So it was Yafet people. And these Yafet people are these people in Europe today. Do you understand? From Cyprus down to Cyprus is Elisha. Then Tarshish is Spain. Then go to Greece, Turkey, down to Germany, France. All those people, they were children of Yafet. But for Israelites and the Cushites, they were not white. That is why Solomon said, I am proud to be black man, but handsome. In Sons of Solomon 1 verse 5. And I've asked you so many questions. If Adam was white, why was Noah called white? They should have said that Noah was like his father Adam, isn't it? Why was the wife of Noah black? Naamah. Naamah was 82 years older than Noah. The son of Enoch, 82 years older than Noah when Noah married her. Why was she not called white? So that is why when the three sons of Noah were born, it was only Yafet was brighter than others. Yeah, that color was not white. When Moses, the Creator told Moses to put hand in his pocket, he put hand in his pocket. They say his hand became leprous white. If the hand of Moshe was white, why was that a miracle? White hand. Why was it white hand? When Miriam was struck with white leprosy, why his skin turned white? Was Miriam white? In the book of Numbers chapter 12. Was the body of Miriam white? Then his body turned to white. Is that not evidence? Is that not enough evidence? There are so many evidences I gave when I was discussing about white man and black man. So I have scanned the history of the Yafetite. I found them to be these people from Cyprus. I've told you Cyprus is Elisha, the children of Yafet. You will see it. If we begin to read it now, you see it. Then Tarshish is Spain. You will see it. Then Asia Minor is Turkey. You see it. You see Greece. You begin to see Italy. You now see Bulgaria, Yugoslavia, towards west. You see France. You see Portugal. You see all those people were the children of Yafet. But late, there was a mixture. When Nimrod started striking people, some people started running from one place to another. But I'm just telling you the foundation of their allocation of land. Hallelujah. Because we didn't start in time. And we can't go too far late. That is why I'm able to summarize it. So, maybe next time, I will still begin from where I stopped. Because I'm rushing all these things because of time. So you can now see that Cush was in the Middle East. Ham was in the Middle East. Yafet was there. Shem was there. They started shifting, either by war or by natural allocation of land. But I'm telling you that all these people that moved, they moved from east. Now, when you come to Garden of Eden, it is the end, or the beginning of the Persian Gulf. That is where Garden of Eden was situated. And this is Kuwait, by the side of it. You say the water went to the eastern part, the Tigris, and the other one went to the west. He mentioned where the river from Garden of Eden went. Then the one that went to Ethiopia, the question I want to ask the people that feel they know more. Did that river cross Arabian Sea and came to Ethiopia? How managed? Because Ethiopia is in the other side of Africa, isn't it? That river that went forth to Ethiopia, did that river cross all the Arabian areas, the Arab Emirates, which you know the children of Cush were occupying those places, down to Yemen. Before from Yemen he crossed over. So did that river cross all these countries, including Qatar, cross it and went and crossed the Arab Sea to go and occur in Ethiopia in Africa? Common sense doesn't show you that the very Ethiopia in question we are talking about, was in the same Middle East. Before the Ethiopia migrated, before the Ethiopia, Kush migrated to where he was now, either by war. Because when Esau killed Kush, killed Nimrod, you know that those people Nimrod offended will start hunting for his people, isn't it? And some of them will be running to other places. And some of them will run to Africa, where their father settled. So are you telling me that that river that ran to Ethiopia, Genesis 3 telling you, cross the Arabian Sea to come and occur in Ethiopia? Check very well. They were in Ethiopia. They were in the Middle East there. That Kush was there because many Kushites were located. Did I have time? I will begin to bring them to tell you the location of those people. Where Nimrod was living was not far from that Iraq. They were moving southward. Perhaps after he had died, then the people that were afraid must maybe run to Africa to join their brethren. Then others still settled there because that place was a mixture. But I'm assuring you that Kush was settling there. They were all there before he crossed to Africa. The present-day Sudan, Eritrea, and Ethiopia. They were the Kushites. And they all came from Middle East. The present day called Saudi Arabia. Was it Saudi Arabia before? The answer is no. The present day you are calling Saudi Arabia. What is Arabia? What do you know about Saudi Arabia? It's a desert region in the western part of Mesopotamia. That Saudi Arabia was not Saudi Arabia before. It was the dark. That place you call Saudi Arabia was not Saudi Arabia before. It was 1932 that a king called Abdul Aziz bin Saud changed that name to Saudi Arabia. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Even Joseph's antiquities. Okay, let me show you something. Dedan and Sheba were two sons of Jakshan, of Abraham by Keturah. Genesis 2 verse 3. Which was the western peninsula between the Red Sea or Arabian Sea Peninsula and the Persian Gulf, but later renamed Saudi Arabia in 1932 by King Abdul Aziz bin means son, Saud. He named it for himself. So that place should be called Saudi Arabia. But it was the dad. Ndị mebiri occupy Abraham, Abraham, and the daughter to the dad. And the one when they was on Abraham, before the children of Cush, before Cush migrated to Africa. There was no place called Saudi Arabia. It was this man that called it. They began to gang against the children of Shem. So both the Edomites, both the Midianites, the children of Abraham by Keturah, they all ganged up, formed Arab Emirates, about 7 Arab Emirates in the Middle East, against the children of Israel. Anyway, time will not permit me to go too far again. By elaboration, you now see that it was Nimrod, the son of Ethiopia, that founded about 80% of the Middle East and ruled them 180-something years. Then how do you say this side is Africa and the other one is the Middle East? You don't mention anything about the founders. So that as it is said that civilization or creator of civilization started in Egypt and Mesopotamia, so that it will be thought that Africans started the civilization with a white man in the Middle East. Foul. It is the same people that found the civilization of Middle East, founded that of Africa. So if you call this side Africa, Middle East is also Africa. If you call that side Middle East, then Africa is also Middle East. You should have given them the same name. You should have given them the same name in reality, without deceiving mankind, so that every time you start belittling the Africans. You can't tell them where the civilization started. It is the same people, the same children of Cush. They were the people that led the war in those days. Although Nimrod later became wicked, but I'm assuring you that Nimrod is not more wicked than UK and America. UK and especially United Kingdom is the most wicked kingdom since the beginning of this world. United Kingdom, Britain, is more wicked than Jezebel. They are more. UK is more wicked than Nimrod, more wicked than the king of Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar, more wicked than Pharaoh of Egypt. UK, Buckingham Palace is the home street of Satan. If we want to say the truth, we say it. All this blood being spilled in Nigeria is sponsored by the UK. They use Fulani mask. UK using Fulani mask to destroy life in Africa, to destroy life in Nigeria. UK, United Kingdom, headed by Buckingham Palace, the center of witches and wizards on earth, the center of combination of wicked power of Nimrod, Pharaoh of Egypt. How many of them? Any wicked Jezebel, when you combine their force, their wickedness is not 1/10 of Buckingham Palace, that is UK government. The creator knows I have not even said one time of what is happening. The head of children are being smashed on the ground. Some are burnt. When the agent of Britain, the Fulanis, when they invade any community that is not their own, they will slaughter even pregnant women. They rip the bowel and scatter the child. A young child of 3 years, 4 years, they smash the head on the ground. It will burst. And Britain will be happy. When people were killed in Lekki Toll Gate, the British High Commission said nobody was killed. And they were carried and buried in mass grave in a particular company that harbored the corpse. They were paid. The corpse are not known, but people may still know where the company they buried them. Britain, United Kingdom, that is where that ancient serpent is living his bedroom and parlor. Beware of Britain. When they want to go and steal, America will become their first son. When they want to go and steal, America will sneak into them to rob, to steal, to mesmerize. Britain are no longer interested in Christianity because they know Christianity is a deceit. It's a Roman custom. No Israelite had been a Christian. The Messiah's disciples were not Christians. The Mashiach disciples of Yeshua were not Christians. The Christian Bible is not the Hebrew scripture. They concocted them in the 2nd century. Christianity religion was concocted in the 2nd century. Christian Bible, the scrolls they saw, the canonized Hebrew Bible in the 2nd century. That is why Christians hate the laws of the Creator. They set it aside and calling Jesus' name. Just exactly orthographic variant of Mitra custom of Rome. Come out of Babylon, come out of Christianity. Their religion is demonic. Any religion that does not recognize the law of the Creator of heaven and earth is demonic religion. Christianity is number one. That is the abomination religion of desolation. So whatever you are doing, make the law of the Creator first. He says, if you love me, you keep my commandments. Fear the Creator, keep all his commandments. For this is the whole duty of every man. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13 and 14. After all things will come into judgment later, whether good or bad, whether overt or covert, whether secret or open. Then you will receive your judgment according to your works on earth. The seed a man, so he will reap. So good seed. Obey the commandments of the Most High, that you may have blessing. Because the laws you are breaking has causes. And you will be battling with the causes of the law. You will say it is the demon. Yes, demon is permitted to torture you because you disobey the law of the Creator. Shalom Aleichem. Obey the Creator, honor the King. Shalom Aleichem. New moon, will occur in the Roman Friday. New moon of the 9th month, isn't it? This is the last Shabbat of this 8th month. It will occur on the Roman Friday. So when the sun sets tomorrow, then you observe the new moon on Friday. Then you know that Shabbat will begin to occur Roman Thursday into 4 before it will move to another stage. Because the 7th days of the 4 phases of the moon are the Holy Shabbat. The 7th days of the 4 phases of the moon are the Holy Shabbat, not every Saturday. Every Saturday is worship of Saturn God. Every Sunday worship is worship of Sun God. The Creator gave you the moon to reckon all your days, holy days, all your weeks, months, into years. Shalom, Shabbat. Shalom Aleichem. Hallelujah. Yes, we may continue this topic next time we have time for me to digest so many other things, but at least you're able to know the location of people. And know the level of those people you are degrading now. It is their sin that belittle them. So if you begin to break the law of the Creator, you will also be belittled, like the Cushites. Shalom Aleichem. The number to call is +234 80 3288 0474. I repeat, number to call still remain +234 80 3288 0474. Then to subscribe to our YouTube, All Truth House of full stop. Rabbi WISEMAN.B.ANYAYAH. Rabbi WISEMAN.B.ANYAYAH. Then you will get us. Try to share whatever you see us announce, lecture. Try to share for mankind to wake up from sleep, to debunk all the lies, all the garbage, all the junk writings forwarded to us by the Europeans. We have opened the eyes of men. The Creator opened our eyes, and we have opened the eyes of men for them to know the truth. For if you know the truth shall set you free. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. Yes, go ahead. Yes, round up. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
We thank the Most High for His abundant grace